Yeah, I think I'm ready to go. All right. I have nothing. I literally have nothing to do. Like I don't. I do have stuff to do, but I don't think I want to do it. So that's what's going on. I wish there was a way to like get rid of likes on Twitter. That'd be nice. Um. Oh, you know what? I guess it's kind of early here. Oh, you know what I should do is I should not show the time. No, it doesn't matter, right? Actually, that's a. Should I show the time? Let me see. General control center display. Always. Yeah. Right. That's better, right? I feel like you know less distraction. Um. Yeah, I haven't streamed in like a long time. I should talk about I guess what I've done since because I really started getting into it. Um. So before I think I left off last time. Oh, I forgot that. I forgot the freaking. I forgot to. I forgot to bring the Twitch thing up. No, 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 don't do that. Twitch. Oh, I forgot to even change the Twitch stuff. Right? Dang it, I forgot. Oh, you know what? My memes have traveled so far that this person's following me on Twitter now. Or I was like, the me like it's so funny. I felt like for the longest time that like I was I might have been like banned somehow or shadow banned or something, but I think it was just because like I was just really putting like making really boring content. And now that I'm making memes, it's like, oh yeah, who's this? Who's this person making all these Rust memes? Also, I think like I don't know how much like more like Rust. If it reaches TypeScript people, that's probably not a good thing because it's hard to compete with TypeScript people or with TypeScript in general, right? Like because there's a garbage collector, right? It's JavaScript and it's fast enough, you know. You know what? You know what I saw? I want to talk about this actually. This is what I want to talk about. I saw this. I wondered if, um, you know what? Let me move this. Let me move all this to the same. Wait, let me show you what I was working on first. Okay, can I play this? No, no, not this one. Um, McGarvey gave me the idea um, to use the Primogens playlist because I guess it's better. So so I said sure, why not? Whatever. Let me make sure I have like a limiter on this thing. I swear I'm like in the mic, but it's like totally. It's totally. Oh, I do have a limiter. Okay, let's do less than that. Okay, there we go. Let's do like that. Yeah, I think that's probably better. Maybe I don't know. Let me see filters. I just don't want to be too loud. You know. Maybe we'll do it like 7, like that. Yeah, that's probably better. That's probably better. Okay, so where was I? I want to talk. Okay, first I want to talk about what I was doing before, right? So I got into this proc macro, the SynRSX library, right? Um, so I was like, okay, this is cool, right? Um, and the only problem with it really was that it doesn't escape text, right? So I was like, oh, I wonder if I can like hack something together to escape text. First I did two things to it. The first thing, which I have not like, my hacks are terrible, so I'm not gonna contribute back to this at all. The first thing I did is I came up with like components, right? So like capital or Pascal case functions that like run Rust code, right? So this is only to output HTML to a string, right? It's not like WASM or anything. Not yet, anyway. I'm getting there. So it's not like WASM or anything. Um, it's yeah, it's just for HTML on the server, right? So it's not that exciting. But so they talked about this a little bit, right? And like the last time anyone said anything, was like December 8th, right? Um, but for me, I was like, I wonder if I could just hack something together. And so that's what I did, right? And it's so bad because realistically, instead of this macro, this HTML macro returning a string, right? It just returns a token string, which is a string, right? Like I have this quote format thing here. So what it should do instead is return like a trait that has a render function. Um, and then if that's the case, I can check the proc macro for a special node, um, or to see the return value. So if it's a string, or if it's not a trait that renders, if it's not a instance of a struct of a trait that implements render, which I don't even know how to check that in a macro. But let's just say I did, right? Um, oh, I see. Oh, I see. In the macro, I could say, okay, if it does render, call render. But anyway, so anyway, I have to do that. But what I did instead was like the worst thing ever. And they have this option called parser config, right? So you can pass this. So instead of parsing tokens with SynRSX, you can parse the config. It's like a total hack for like implementing your own like custom parsing. Um, so so I just check if the first character inside of a curly brace is a percent, and then if it's a percent, I don't escape. I just do nothing. In fact, I just take all the input and I just put it back as expers. Shoot, this is super loud. I don't know why. Hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. I'm like yelling. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Spotify just has random like loud parts. Okay. So so this so this so just do nothing, right? This is my version of doing nothing. If you see a percent, do nothing, and then if you don't, then you just replace these characters. It's like this is honestly, this is probably the worst. It's probably the worst thing that I've seen. The first thing that I've done, but I will say that it does work. So if I go over to main, right, and I go, let me just close this, and I go over to like home, right. So here I have an app component, right? So that's the other thing I did, the component thing, which was also a dirty hack, which I'll show you that too. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you that too. So the way the components work, I don't think I even. It's a macro. And my comments are the best. It's a proc macro that turns a. It's a proc macro attribute that turns. It uses the syn library, which is like does all the heavy lifting, and it basically just turns a function into a struct with a render function. So here it takes the visibility, so pub, right, and it makes the struct, and then it takes the name of the function, and then it just adds fields, and it derives default, and it adds a special children thing for like child elements. And then the render function's here, and the implementation is here, and it takes the same return type as the function, right, which is always a string anyway. And then it puts the body of the function here, and then it does this thing where I clone every single item. What is wrong with my hand? Why is it so purple? Let me. I don't know what's wrong with my. Let me make sure that like I'm not. Hold on. Let me just make sure like. I don't know why I'm so purple. Astrokernel, what's up? What's up? Hey, you're in that Discord thing, right? I didn't I'm like not in there during the day because I'm actually like working, but I would love to actually hang out and talk, but I'm just like I jump in real quick and I'm like, oh no, I have work to do. Yeah. Hey, I got your quiz thing right, but I don't think I got it right for the right reason. I think I got it right for the wrong reason, and it's not because underscore like doesn't borrow, which was what it was. It does nothing. But I just thought you can't just have a dangling reference, but you can. It's just that the function takes ownership. I was totally off, but I just randomly got it though. That's so bad. Just luck of the draw, really. Um. Anyways, so yeah, this thing. So it makes a render function, and it clones every ident that's in the fields, right? So in the arguments to the function, it makes those as fields on the struct, and then it clones them in this function locally. So the way it comes out is like, if I go to like profile, so here's the component. So here's the component procmac attribute, right? Here's the component procmac. So I can pass user and current user, right, to profile, and then I can just use them here. But the magic is that this is not a function. This is a struct that gets turned into a struct from this attribute, and I clone these arguments with defaults. So now not only that, but you can leave it off. So like if you don't have to. So here is usually this is where you'd usually have to say, okay, like I have to actually put both of those things, right? Because in Rust you can't have multi-arity functions without a macro, but this is a macro, so you can. So the reason why I derive default and make it a struct and add fields is so I can leave stuff off like this, and it's still totally fine, right? Like it'll just complain that it's unused, which is fine. But yeah, it's incredible. Like I don't have to put that in here. So this is my like crappy version of components, but there's really like no server only like RSX library, right? Besides SynRSX, and it doesn't have like components. It doesn't have all this nice stuff. So I just had to I had to like bolt it on to get like a good ergonomic like thing. It's like, so the next thing I'm gonna do, now that I'm getting like carried away, I've already gone down this rabbit hole. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm looking at this WASM or this web RS thing. Is that what it is? Shoot, I don't know. It's web. No, it's that's not it. Web Rust WASM. Right? Is that what it was? What did I just tweeted the other day? Oh, I can't even remember what I tweeted. Oh my gosh, Elon Musk. I can't even remember what I tweeted. Okay. Wait, I'm not signed in on Twitter. Okay. Yeah, this thing right here. This thing. So this is really cool. Because it's like so simple. So I can add a workspace, right? And I can have a totally different crate that has the front end to it. And then I can build it. When I build it, it turns into this WASM file. And I can just serve this WASM file, right? And this JS WASM thing, which I don't know what that is actually. What is this? What is JS WASM? JS WASM? What is that? What is this? Oh, okay. It's some bridge or something. Whatever. Anyway, so I can do these two things. I can serve these two things, right? And then I can just have Rust do some JavaScript stuff. So instead of like Leptos and all this stuff, like instead of trying to always trying to make us, they're trying to turn single page apps into multi-page apps, or they're trying to server what they call SSR, client side stuff. So instead of doing that, it's like default. Wait, what am I doing? Default will be, am I not using this current user? Is that fine? Oh, I don't know. This is broken somehow. I don't know what I did. Whatever. Anyway, so I'll always server render, right? And I'll just add some WASM stuff in like a different crate. So I guess the problem is like I would like to have it kind of closely, like I don't really want it to be like together though, you know, but I could bring it together with a macro, with this same macro actually. So maybe that's what it is. Cause I really like Alpine. I've always liked Alpine JS, and I just want something that looks like this. I want something that looks like this. Wait, do I not have Dark Reader on here? Um, Chrome Dark Reader. Man, a lot of people don't like. Can I add it? There we go. Okay, perfect. Oh, perfect. All right. So I really like this the way this looks, right? I like that you can just like sprinkle some stuff on here to already rendered HTML and then just like do this thing, right? And it's like if I could do this in Rust instead of JavaScript, right? That would be nice. So the first step is to re-implement Alpine in Rust as a WASM thing, and the next thing would be to output um, this kind of stuff, but just with Rust. That would be like my bet. That would be my perfect stack ever. Um, because I think the thing that is really cool about this is not only did I make it all myself, right, which is like massive NIH. Like I always get into it. Oh, I should show you how it works actually. I should. So this is my hack, right, for like putting components in, which I really have to figure that out. But yeah, I'll show you how. I'll show you how it works. I'll show you how far I got. Let me see. Cargo run. All right. Oh, whoops. Export. Yeah. Needs database URL and stuff. Needs a session key thing for the session. Okay, so we can turn off this thing, Dark Reader. We can turn this off. Manage extension maybe. How do I extensions? Details on all sites. Okay, site settings. Oh, is there a way to turn it off on certain sites? That's not, maybe we'll just, oh, on click maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, better. All right. Okay. All right, that's better. Um, anyway, so this is what it looks like. Let me, so, this is my link tree thing. So the thing that I did which is nice actually is that if you use so here, let's look at Servo for example, right? Or what is it called? Oh my gosh. Web framework benchmarks. Let's see. All right, so Salvo, that's what it's called, Servo. Salvo. Okay. All right, a powerful and simple. So, okay, so you'll notice every web framework ever has this middleware stuff. And it's like, why? Why does it have this, right? Because it's like, oh, I want to do something before all my handler functions, right? Or like whatever. But if it's your server, right? Like here I have server and I go call, right? I can, right? But this is where the handler happens, right? So this is where a handler gets found in my server. And because I own the router, I own everything. So I don't have to, if I want to run something before my handler gets called here, I can just do it, you know? And if I want to run something after, I could do it too. So it's like, middleware is like it's kind of like a made up thing, you know? You can just match on URL and method if you wanted to and just run whatever you wanted. I don't know. But I do like this though still, but yeah, I feel like it has weird stuff like to try to make it more like reusable, like a depot, right? Which is like their like that's how you string things through middleware. It's like really kind of crappy actually. I it's fine. But it's just I guess it's a weird name for me. Um and you've got to do it somehow, right? So like if you look at the handler, it's it has all this stuff. It has depot. It also has this call something or other. This it's like a flow control, which I think was for middleware too. Um, yeah, I'm also like not a huge fan of the tree way. That's like way worse somehow than just this, right? This is actually kind of nice. I actually like this router better than my router. My router is not great. Um, all I do is this, right? Which is fine, but it's just not like now I have to like do this, right? And this should probably be like post login or something, right? So it's a little duplication, but yeah, I think it's all right. Okay. So yeah, servo or salvo. I do like it and I might use it in the future. Um because I don't know. Like if I want to do CSRF stuff, I could just do it in my server right before the handler gets called. And I feel like you always, usually your middleware, you always want it to happen on every single one. And if you ever have an exception, you can just make that exception with an if statement or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm underthinking this. All right. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah. I guess I was going to talk. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I was looking at it. It's interesting. I think the data updates maybe. Yeah, it's crazy that this Just.js thing is like so fast. You know, top five. It's JavaScript, right? It's crazy. Um, it's like a special stripped down version of JavaScript. VA runtime for Linux only, right? It's insane. Like I can't believe they got the same performance as something like C++, right? In this case, which is crazy, or Rust, right? It's like in the ballpark. Look at that. And on the single query, it's better. It's better. And then JSON serialization it falls off, but yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe that. C is the first, but then it's Rust, right? That's insane. I can't believe that. Obviously, plain text. Oh, where is Just? Oh, it's way down there. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. It's actually really like ergonomic and nice. And I've been talking about dumb web stuff for like so long, on this stream, and now it's in Rust, and I'm just like, I can't. Like, I come up with a dumb idea, and I'm like, oh, I could probably build that, and then I do build it, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me see what's my login code. This is my hack so far, so I could just do it real easy before I lock it down, you know. Yeah, but it's pretty snappy. It only uses like 8 megs of memory or something, so I'm super happy about that. I just have to get it done. So like I have to build out this profile page, and I'm not sure if I feel like opening up Figma on the stream right now. But I do like this. I have to separate it up a little bit, but I like the way this is, because everything's like together, you know. And it's like so nice compared to what was I? Wait, what am I doing? Oh, icons. Compared to templates, like I know the macro is like a little overkill, but man, templates are so bad. Like it's so much more work to just put HTML on the screen. What is this what is this icon? Oh, it's YouTube? Yeah. It's a lot. It's just so much easier to do something like this instead. I there's still like a lot of stuff that I have to do. But yeah. Whoops. What is this size? Wait, why did I do this with the icons? Why did I do icon? Yeah, I don't know what I gain from doing that versus just Yeah, I don't know why I do that instead of just this. Oh, oh, it's because by defaults. Oh man, that's one thing I have to fix. Yeah, that's a bummer. Oops. Yeah. Cargo run. Oh, it's already running. Cargo watch X run. What does it say? Uh, oh. Oh, because I added it here, right? But I think I could just not do that. Yeah. And then I think I could just, let's see, no YouTube. We'll bring YouTube back. Yeah. I don't know. It's just, it's really, like, it's really, like, simplifies things quite a bit. Did I not pub this? What did I do? Oh, icons. Oops. There we go. Be nice if I could actually import the thing. Anyway, yeah, so that's just, it's just so much nicer to me. I don't know. Okay, so I can't look at code like for any longer today. I was just first time I hear this framework. Oh, the Salvo thing? The Salvo framework? Here, let's split this out. Yeah, Salvo is cool. Yeah. I do like it. I don't know how active it is though. Let me see. Oh wait, does they have the GitHub? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty active, right? It's got 1,300 stars. I'll give it another one. There you go. Yeah, I probably should switch to this because I can probably get a lot more done. Um, oh, oh, the benchmark site? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the Tech and Power thing. I think there's actually, is there a newer? I think there's a newer one. Um, I think I always, it's always, I never know like how to get to the latest one. Because that was in July. I thought for sure there was. Oh, maybe not. There's not. Okay, maybe this is the latest one. Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. Salvo is up the top, and then Xi. I don't know how to say it. Exitka Web. Um. Yeah. I don't. It has like no documentation. Um. Type alias infiltrate. What is it though? Impl debug. No obvious type to produce. Yeah, I mean, like if you can build it on your computer and send it to web framework benchmarks, like even if it's using like experimental stuff, it doesn't even matter. Like it's fine, right? Yeah, it's like this is it's crazy that it like no one's using it, but it's at the top. And so it gets this like you're like, "Oh, what the heck is this?" right? So this one I mean, it's definitely fast for sure. Let's look at it. Let's look at this main. Okay. Yeah. So it's not like even worse in any way. Um yeah, it's weirdly async. Oh, I see. Just not wait. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it has also has async though too. It's interesting. Yeah, Salvo's cool. I mean, I do like it. I like it better than something like Rocket because Rocket's so slow. Like here, let's go. Okay. I know it's not about speed, but it is a little bit about speed, right? Like if we look at all Rust, disable everything, right? Let's see. Rust. If we only look at Rust, right? Um, can I apply this? Oh my gosh, can I apply this? There we go. All right, so if you only look at Rust, right, and Fortunes is like the best example because it has like a database and stuff. Like actually renders some stuff with templates. Um, oh, you know what? Can I get the dark mode on this? Better, better. Um, so yeah, this if you look at Rocket, it's way down here. Like Rocket's doing it's so bad. Single query Rocket, it like errors all the time. And it's not like great that it's like in the error state, right? But even if you look at something like this stuff right here, like Tide and all this stuff, it's super slow. Like it's so slow and it shouldn't be that slow because when I write my app, it's going to be even slower, right? Because I'm doing crazy stuff. Like look at Axum too, right? With SQLX, right? And then I don't even know what this means. Actix HTTP versus Postgres or oh, here's Axum Postgres with no SQLX, right? So yeah, it's crazy. Like the implementations like totally differ. Well, and then you go to the repo and you have to look at the way they implement it, right? Um, but some of the stuff is just slow. Like, so if I go to Axum, what was it? Axum Postgres. So I look at database Mongo, or I look at uh um I don't know what I'm looking at. I think it's this one maybe. Yeah, Axum. So you can like look at what they did, and they might make stupid like because they have to like update a bunch of stuff. So I don't know. It's like they might do like weird stuff that like no one actually does in reality. So it kind of like throws us all out the window. But it's still like a decent example of what you can expect to see on a on the is it cloud or no, it's physical, right? On a whatever this is, Xeon, right? Gold, whatever. Um, which I don't even know if they tell you the actual hardware. I'm sure they do. But yeah, I don't know. It is interesting. Salvo is pretty fast. It also uses Postgres. We should look at the Salvo example actually. Let's see. Salvo main PG. Oh, look at this. There's an allocator. Interesting. So yeah, this select firmware ID updates. So it's doing for 500 updates of random number. Updates insert. Yeah, that's interesting. Updates is a hash map. Rocket slower than Python flat. Yeah, I do wonder about that though, because the rocket's not that slow. I think it just had errors maybe. I think it had like errors possibly. Let me see. Database. Okay, so main. Yeah, Rocket also does like a ton of stuff. Like I honestly don't even know what it's doing, to tell you the truth. Like I don't know why it's so slow. But it's been slow like the past two. Like if I go to the other one, I think it probably had an error in this one, but like Rocket here. So here's like it was an error, but like look how slow it is. Like it's so slow, even in the last benchmark. 16,000? Like that's super slow. If you take away the database, it's still super slow. Yeah, it was an error in round 21, but like round 20, it didn't have an error though, right? Like the last one, it seems like it's working, but it's working poorly, right? It's working very poorly. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. What was I didn't even have anything for this stream really. I just wanted to look at stuff. Um, but yeah, I wonder how I can use this. Um, like here's like a canvas example. It sucks to have the code separate, but it's nice to have it be the same. Like it's nice to have it be Rust all the way through. But like, I mean, Leptos, um, it's like it seems like if I want to do, Hacker News. Oh, I'm actually curious about the tail. Oh yeah, let's do to-do app SQLite. Oh, let's do Axum. So, main? Okay, let's see. If SSR, yep. Okay. Okay, there's a logger. Simple logger? I've never heard of that before. Custom handler, render app to stream with context, provide context. And then it has this view macro, which is similar to my macro. But I'm sure it's a little bit more, I'm sure it's better. Generate route list. Where is generate route list? Oh, Leptos Axum. Yeah. So there is multiple routes from the server, but there's like a Leptos routes thing. And I think you're just like mounting Leptos, right? Here. And then you go to do. And it server get to do's API. Get to do's. This is just I've had to access server context injected in the handlers. Doesn't know who's more work will be needed to use context on this. Yeah, I mean it's nice to like mash it all up, but I don't know, man. Is it nice? Like this is Rust is superior. I mean this is like React server components, right? What's zero bundle size React server components? Yeah, that's so old. This one maybe? Oh geez, what the killing me. I think I might just change that back actually. Manage extension. Oh, that was it. All sites. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so server and client components. All right. All components inside the app directory are React server components by default. Allow developers to better leverage server infrastructure. So many words. Okay, here we go. So this is a thing. This is a server component. You clicked count. In Rust we trust. Pickle Fleek coming. Oh man, Pickle Fleek, I haven't seen you in forever. Oh my goodness. I honestly can't remember you coming in hot. I honestly can't remember that. Like, I can't believe you remembered your password. Honestly. Knowing you, you probably had to reset it. That's what it was. Let's see. So on click. Yeah. So there's no, I want to see like rendering, like React server components, fetch database row. Okay, database access in React server components. Dude, front-end people are insane. Can I see an example? Okay. Okay, so data, fetch all data. To add data fetching logic to an API. Okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. Okay, wait, are they actually going to show me something? You got me. Yeah. Yep. Oh, here we go. Here's a demo. All right, are they gonna show it though? In the thing? Oh, no, they're not. They're not going to. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Send response. Okay, render JSON. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Finally. Are we getting there? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Nodelist.server.js. Some imports. Okay, here's a database. Prisma node find many. Where title contains search text. Okay. So then notes length. Notes map. Conclusion. That's the whole thing? Is this vaporware? Is this real? Is it real? Or is it just on Twitter? Does it only exist on Twitter? Wait, where was the example? GitHub.com? There. Okay, let's see. When was the last time? Oh my gosh, so old. Okay, let me see. Server? API server? Source, maybe? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. I don't know what suspense is, but it's probably something. Okay, so selected ID is editing search text. Okay, so that note list. What is suspense? React.js suspense. Suspense for data fetching is somewhat outdated. It was released with support for when there's no mode anymore. The new behavior when you use the new features. Okay. Okay, can I what is concurrent react? Oh my gosh. This is this is a lot. This is a ton. Okay, let's see. React.js server components database example. We'll go back to it. Is this what I was just looking at? Or is this a different one? Demo suspend. Dude, are you kidding me? Hands-on with React Server components. Oh my goodness. It only exists in Twitter. 2023. Wow. It really only exists in Twitter. It does not exist outside of Twitter. Didn't somebody make a video? Didn't Theo make a video about this? T3 GG, whatever his name is. That is there. Didn't he make a video about this? React's third era. Does he actually like show code or no? Let me pause this. Okay. Wait, is that actually coming through? Yeah. Okay. React server components. Database. Okay. 2 years ago? 2 years ago. Okay, let me see. Data fetching. What React server components really do? 2 months ago? This is crazy that I can't find a good explanation of I can't find someone actually just coding it, right? Okay, I mean, that was probably the best example, which is weird that it was like a YouTube short, but whatever. um, yeah, so that's, I mean, that's why I don't know if it makes sense to, I don't know if it makes sense to keep them together, you know? Man, how long have I been streaming for? Oh, 45 minutes. Yeah, I just don't know. It does. I don't know if it makes sense. Like, it might make sense to actually do what I was thinking, which is this. You, it's like more surgical, I guess. Like, I don't know, because Dino. Oh, I think Dino. Oh, it was Fresh. That's what it was. Dino Fresh. Wait, does the thing? Oh yeah, it does. Okay, we can get rid of it. It's just Dark Reader's gross. Oh. All right. It's gonna be ugly, but whatever. So we can. What's showcase? No. Components, docs. So I think the islands thing is what islands enable client-side interactivity are isolated Preact components that are rendered on the client. They are usually just rendered on the server. Okay. So let's see. Creating a project, dynamic routes, fetching data, form submissions. Okay, so this is on the server, right? Yes. Await fetch. Because there's no, you don't have to do like core stuff, I don't think. Unless it does. Wow, JSX is pretty close to the RSX stuff that SynRSX had in the crate. It's actually pretty good. Let's see. So data fetching, async get. Okay, so this is definitely a server thing, right? CTX render, project page. Oh, so you can't project. Okay, so this renders project and server-side data fetching through asynchronous handler functions. Call a CTX render function with the data to be rendered as an argument. Oh, that's so loud for me. Okay. I hate that song. Yeah. It's definitely not like what I thought it would be, right? Because like this is the project. You have to like do this weird thing. In this one, you have to do this like weird thing where you like pass it as page props, and it's like a special bit. And like handlers project, and it's like you can't just like return it, right? So maybe what I'm thinking is actually better because now I can actually just like write this as Rust instead of JavaScript, right? So I can just give this Rust function a string and a lambda, whatever you call it in Rust, a function, and yeah, the WASM can just unwrap this and make it JavaScripty, and then I can just put it right next to it, right? Like this could be my server rendered JSX, and this could be my like client thing. But I could like in the macro, I can probably put it right next to it, and then just slap it in a script tag. Um, you know, that might actually work. I definitely like this better than what Alpine is normally, which is this. You like put everything in line, which I'm not like a huge fan of. Um, but yeah, no, I definitely like the named stuff better. I like that matches that. And if it was Rust, I could I might actually change this a little bit. I might actually just make this a function instead of Alpine data. I might just make this like another function, I guess. Like I might just make this its own function. And I can just pass that to the macro, and it could do the JS stuff, right? Can I do that? Is that even possible? Let me see. How does this work? He talks about this thing, JavaScript invoking mechanism. So it's this JS WASM thing. Oh, I think that's what he was linking. So it's like you pass a string of JavaScript as a macro, and then you like call invoke on this. So you can just make a macro that wraps this macro to make it look like really nice. But this is like the secret sauce, right? So yeah. And I think he's like wrapped this in like its own library. So if I go to like source here. Oh, this is like WASM stuff actually. Let's see, crates. Maybe it's in crates. WebGen? No, maybe it's web. Full of useful functions from, okay. So yeah, that's set interval, right? And it does take a Rust function, so I can do that. Shoot, that's exciting. I wonder what kind of like, oh, there's no DOM. Let's see, source. Oh, there's a little DOM in there. Elements that, yeah. So he just wraps like each of the things. So I'm actually curious about like set interval though. How do you do that? What was it? Set interval? No cap. No cap. Oh, old stuff. Okay, so he calls it impl fm mute. Okay. So you can do it though. Invoke callback. Create callback 0. That's interesting. So if I go common, all right, set interval. Oh, okay, this is just like util stuff. Lib interval. I wonder if it's it wouldn't be in DOM, would it? No, this is all like set enter. No. It would probably be in executor, maybe. Maybe it's in window. Set. Oh, set timeout. There it is. So it takes a handler. And then the handler is here. Oh, okay. So there's like a special thing he has. This module instance exports. A one-time empty handler. Yeah. This is, yeah, I think I could do this. I definitely can't do it right now, but I can definitely do it. All right, so I'm definitely like on the edge of burnout. So I'm just going to not do any of this right now, and I'm just going to go to Hacker News because it's my happy place. Let's see. SQLite is the only database you will ever need. That's exactly what I want you to see. Look at this, incredible. Why is it so ugly? Dark reader off. We're gonna skip this. Wait, am I still on this playlist? I think so. All right. SQLite is the only every database you'll ever need in most cases. The name SQLite is a nice name. Oh, I should, before I go, actually, I'm going to go pretty soon, like in 5 minutes. But before I go, I should shout out to the Discord. It's pretty good. What is it? Is it Hobbyist Rust? I always forget if it's which. So this Discord here, right here, you find this person, you go to discord.gg, and it's pretty good. It's for people who, well, it's for anyone really, but it's for people who want to like learn about Rust and stuff, and get in on the Rusty action. So yeah, that's what it is. It's pretty good. You should join it if you're watching. Join the Rust buckets. Yeah, that's it. Join the Rust buckets. Oh, I have a meme. I have another meme in my head so for tomorrow, so I'm like pretty excited. But I also really need to make YouTube videos, so it's like I guess I want to do a lot of things, but like I just wind up never doing things, so that's interesting. Um, yeah. SQLite is the only data. I'm just gonna read this real quick. Let's see. SQLite is a nice name, and the light part's misleading. Let's see. Oh, speaking of embedded databases, there's sled.rs, which, as you can imagine, is a what they say the champagne of beta embedded databases. It's in Rust, right? It also is really cool actually. So you can open it just like this, like just a file, and then you can insert something. It's a key value store, right? And then you can do like a query on a range, and then you can delete things. And then it also has atomic compare and swap. And not only that, but it's the features are insane. Like the list of features is like crazy. It has a thread safe B tree map, serializable ACID transactions, right? For writing to multiple keys in multiple key spaces, fully atomic single key operations, right? Compare and swap, zero copy reads. You can write in batches. You can subscribe to changes on key prefixes. You can merge things. This is probably the best thing is a crash safe monotonic ID generator capable of generating 75 to 125 million unique IDs per second, right? It's got ZSTD compression, right? And it's got lock-free implementation. So you can, so I don't know where I saw this, but you can put it, somewhere. So this flush thing, happens, but I think let me see, over a billion operations in under a minute and 95% read, 5% writes on 16 cores on a small data set. So I think, oh, here we go. If your data set resides, no, it was, let me see. This is the craziest feature to me. I was like, what? Oh, here we go. Lock-free tree on a lock-free page cache and a lock-free log. So, and then, so you can, just have it sitting as like a lazy static, and you don't have to like put locks around it or anything because it's using like a bunch of stuff like IOU ring. It's using all this stuff. So it automatically f-syncs to the file system every 500 milliseconds. So it says, do not interact with or perform IO from within a transaction unless it's identified. So it was oh, okay, here it goes. This is it. Sled does not support multiple open instances for the time being. Please keep Sled open for the duration of your process's lifespan. It's totally safe and often quite convenient to use a global lazy static Sled instance. Every operation is thread safe, and most are implemented under the hood with lock-free algorithms that avoid blocking and hot paths. Like, that's insane. Like, that's so crazy. Mike PDX, what's up, man? What's up? Wait, what is that emoji? I don't even know. Or not emoji. What is that like thing? I only know one, right? That's it. I only know this one. That's the only one I know. That was my favorite meme that I've ever done. But I don't know, like I didn't really get, maybe I should retweet it because that was like my favorite meme that I made. Oh my gosh, are you serious? I can't click this on my own thing. All right, let's see if I can find it. So many memes in here though. It's going to be so long. Let me see. Where was it? Where was it? This? No? Maybe it's this one. I think maybe it was too early, you know? It was like too early in the memes. Oh, this was a good one too. The battle, the battle against, like, I'm burnt out. I'm like almost burned out here. Yeah, the battle's going good. I mean, I'm definitely like, I think I've been learning Rust for like a year now. I can't even remember, like a few months maybe. But yeah, it's going pretty good. Dang it, I can't find this stupid meme. It's like, oh, there it is. This is my favorite meme. Like, but no one really cared that much, but Portland Mike. Yeah, no, it was good. Yeah, I guess like the thing about like me being burnt out is like when I do like a ton of work at work, then I'm like, shoot, man, I don't really, I just want to veg out on the couch, you know. But I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. Um, I can't stop, you know, before ChatGPT takes my job. Let's see. Okay, so this is really cool. So if I was going to use a Rust database, it would be this one, right? And I looked at some of the issues, um, but so the only problem is that it deadlocks supposedly, and it has memory corruption issues. But if you don't like if you don't care about memory corruption, I would use this. Gotta be a Giga Chad. It's true. You gotta be Giga Chad. Why would you not be a Giga Chad? No burning out loud. Yeah, it's true. You gotta just keep that flame lit, you know? Um, Let me see this. So yeah, I've been saying this forever. Like with the wall and like if you okay, so if you make a website or anything and you need data storage, you need to use SQLite, Lightstream, and possibly LightFS, right? So if you look at Light, this is you need SQLite will replace Postgres, and Lightstream replaces so you can have it across multiple. So Lightstream is like your backup thing, and then LightFS is your where's your freaking hang on, where is it? Is it gonna talk about it? LightFS SQLite. I think I don't say this enough. But yeah, you should not be using Postgres. I should. Oh, you know what? Shoot, I should make a meme about that. You should not be using Postgres anymore. Like, if you're not Fang, don't use. Oh, I should like. Oh, I should. I just realized this. I should. I should seriously like attack all these Fang influencers. Oh, you know what? I actually have a meme about. I'm not attacking, but I should roast them a little bit. You know, because they're like 1% of the programmers are like influencing everyone else, like use React, like use blah 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 blah. It's like no, if you're not in Fang and if you're the 99% of the rest of the programming world, don't use React. Like use SQLite. Don't even use Postgres. Forget Postgres. You don't even need it. It's too complicated. Just use this LightFS. That's it. All you have to do is look at this. Do they? Oh, do they have the? Do they have the example? There was an example. In the he had an example website on Fly. Fly.io or something. What was it? Dang it! There was like a really good example. Of it running, and you could like see it. Let me see. LightFS Fly.io example. It was like, what is this music? What is happening? Example application, live. Shoot, dang it! What was it? Anyway, so yeah, if I could find it, I would find it, but maybe I'll post it to Twitter later. But yeah, LightFS, that's what you need. So like, you know how like you always have like replicas in Postgres or like in MySQL or whatever? Yeah, you don't need that crap anymore. Like you just need SQLite, LightFS on Fly.io, and you've got replicated data, right? Across as many regions as you want, and it's completely fine. I mean, of course, like there's only one primary, just like normal. But SQLite replicated is like pretty sweet because like now you can have, it's like you don't have to worry about like, oh, n+1 is not a thing, right? With SQLite, it's pretty nice. There's so many benefits to SQLite, it's insane. I wonder if this guy talks about it. Let's see, n+1, and it doesn't even talk about it, but you can see it here, n+1. And many small queries are efficient in SQLite, right? So the perceived problem is 200 SQL statements is a ridiculously high number. this is bad design. No, it's not. It's because client server, right? That's why you can't send 200 queries to Postgres and be okay. But if you use SQLite, you can be okay. You will be okay. You'll be better than okay. All right, I'm like losing my mind, so I'm gonna go. Mike PDX, thanks for dropping by. Astrokernel, appreciate it. Pickle Fleek, I'll see you later. Okay, I'll see you later.